Hello everybody and welcome back to the Autocraft server? Question mark? Because the title says something about World Tour ZetaCraft, but we're in the Autocraft world. Well, I want you to stick around for the whole video and count the number of wows I say in the video. Because this is post-edit Zame, and there's a lot of wows just because I am absolutely stunned by the ZetaCraft members' ability to build, and all of their bases are just gorgeous. So, without further ado, make sure to stay the whole video, count how many wows, but let's just get right into the ZetaCraft World Tour Part 2.
And then here is the entrance to the castle with 3 lodestones.
Wow.
Still a lot of work to be done on the inside as far as adding all the little details and shops and stalls and the base palette of the castle that I have so far.
Mm-hmm.
Something that he hasn't mentioned yet, all of the moss that you see on the castle, when working through it, he actually made it so the north side of the castle has more moss than the south side to be more like a actual natural growth. So if you actually fly around the castle, you'll see the north side walls have more of that green moss.
That is a detail that is incredible to actually see in practice.
So it would not be doing you service time not to point that out.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
I was trying to approach this castle from a very realism standpoint. So when you first walk into this gate, you'll see that the paths fork, and to the left is up and into the castle. To the right is to the inner courtyard, which then also will lead to the under castle, which is going to be phase number 4 of my project, which is going to be a surprise. And then this will be the inner yard.
Wow.
Every single one of these blocks of ground we're standing on is custom placed. If you look below, look below. I found the one spot that was too hard. What are the odds?
That's hilarious. But oh my goodness, this... I don't know what better compliment to give you, Time, except that I feel like I'm in a literal real world courtyard right now of a castle.
That's what I was going for. So thank you so much for telling me that.
I love the tower too. The tower looks gorgeous.
That was the main featured vocal points, and it is now recently been dubbed the Tower of Dreams based off of one of my subscribers' comments. He wrote like this very beautiful, moving poem about it, so I decided to call it the Tower of Dreams.
That's awesome.
When I saw the time lapse of you building the tower itself, I was confused why you started to bulge it out. But then when you brought it back together, I was like, oh yeah, that's a smart way to do that. It looks great.
Yeah, I was a little skeptical because I didn't want just like a straight tower. I needed to add a little bit of interest to it. So by bringing it out and then back in, thought that would be a fun way to accomplish that.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll go south and work our way north.
Okay.
So to do that, we'll go to this portal right here. This is Geeksqueek's Hibbity Hobbity Village.
Hibbity Hobbity
and it is
Village.
I am required to warn you, it is a no-fly zone.
Okay, no fly. I'll even take my elytra off just to be sure.
It's all Hobbit and it's to be viewed from the ground, is what I've been told.
Okay.
And what he's done is he's actually created a bunch of these little Hobbit homes, and they gifted them to each the individual, so each individual has their own home to decorate the interior.
Hibbity Hobbity, this is my property.
Some of these are fully decorated inside, some still have some work in progress. I did actually decorate inside my Hobbit home, as each individual gets to decorate their own home how they want.
Wow, holy cow.
There's a little bit to this room.
So what did you decorate and what was originally here?
So what was originally here, if we come right here, this was right originally here. An empty square room. So if we come over here, I believe this is Maya's Hobbit home. I believe this one's this one's decorated. So this is some meat that's been cooking, and he's been changing Well, it was at one point it was dripstone, but now it's just charcoal because it's been on the fire too long.
That's awesome.
There you've got Maya right there eating his food and
Oh yeah.
some of the little armor stand and items
Wow.
throughout.
Welcome,
Got it.
Zane.
Thank you. This place looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So far I've only toured my Hobbit home and Maya's. If you want to lead the way, Geek, this is your base by all means, however you feel fit.
It's a quick go through because everything is very close to each other. Because I like to work with perspectives.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but so if you just walk around, you just see all the small details that are everywhere, and I think that is why my base works.
Little custom
Wow.
pond here.
Ooh, I like the use of the glass and the candle.
Oh yeah, that is somebody
Mythical
else.
sausage.
I think so. Yeah, Maya made them for me, and I took them over. And
Wow.
Maya said that he
Yes.
got the original design from Mythical Sausage.
I
So
love
that's where
this
the credit
idea.
for those go.
And I made this little farm area now, just today.
Your little
Oh, no flying here.
No. I'll take the elytra off. I forgot. Yep, elytra's off. Yep, I was
It's a bit
told
messy,
no
but I
flying
think it works.
earlier.
I like your little scarecrow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made this farm area today. It's messy, but I think it works with the windmill up there.
I think it does too. It's it works with the hilliness
exactly.
of the
This
area.
is
And if you go up here, you
Theosil's
have a nice
holiday
view.
home.
I also
It's
make all the...
not decorated inside yet.
No, he hasn't seen it yet. So,
Oh, there's a spoiler then. Excellent.
and I also make all the trees myself.
Wow.
And mostly I do on stream, so people give me IDs, and then I'll make them for them.
Hmm.
I love this
One of the
little village
few
here.
uses of of regular diorite.
Yeah, it really works with with birch.
Yeah, it does.
You were challenged to make one on diagonal. I believe this was
Ooh.
for Time Architect.
This time I checked. And also a custom tree up here.
It is a
Wow.
beautiful tree, Geek.
Thank you. I like the
So
little
yeah.
mushroom growth on it.
So I'm looking forward to what this place looks like once all of the Zetas have a chance to actually build each of their individual Hobbit homes, but some people haven't just had time yet, and or Geek hasn't had time to introduce all the different ones to the individuals yet. But when this whole place is done, I think this is going to be a great little village.
Yeah.
Definitely when the perspective is done, because I'm planning a really big build on the flat area right ahead.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be like a big tavern.
So if you want to see that
And-
tavern, subscribe to Geeksqueek and stay tuned. Thank you for showing it off. It looks great, and I am excited to see what you come up with next in the area, and what the Zetas do with their own little hobbit holes.
Hobbit homes.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. See ya.
So this is a Backpackstreamer's cave. And
Backpack
Backpackstreamer is a dwarf. So this is his dwarven cave that he's working on, and he's been
Whoa.
doing a lot of digging. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a lot to see in the cave itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's also working on this front point here, which I think he said wants to look like Erebor.
Okay.
The front gate's Erebor. So if we come around the other side, you can kind of see where he's going with it
Yeah.
in that regard so far. So this is
My,
very much a work in progress, but you can definitely see where he's going with it, and it looks very cool.
my season 1 base was actually dwarven themed as well, so I know all the digging he has to do. I
It
understand.
is- I don't envy him. So yeah, this is Backpackstreamer's work right here. Looking forward to seeing this when it's complete.
Wow.
So Megateka is also a hobbit, and this is his little hobbity valley here. You can kind of see across the river he's got a couple little hobbit holes, and his starter base was actually at the bottom of this water here. There should be a glass bottle somewhere right here, and I think he's since moved out of it, but this is where he had built his original little point.
Wow. That's cool.
If we come up to the shore and look across, you can see that that is an authentic wild pink
Ooh.
sheep.
I actually had one of those too in Autocraft Season 1. I believe if you downloaded the world, it's still there. I think,
Ooh.
actually. I don't remember where it is. It's in a boat around my base, but it's there.
So this little area is his starter base, where
Wow.
he's got a little bit of storage and it's a little hobbity like town here. You can see up here this
Oh,
giant
hello.
yellow thing in the sky. He is
Whoa.
working on a town up here. And as we said earlier, Megateca is one of our resident armor stand experts here. So
Oh
if we
my
come to town, you can
gosh.
see he's got all sorts of little scenes all throughout the town that's been done so far. And his
Wow.
challenge for himself this year was to build everything on an angle. So all these builds, every one of these houses have some sort of strange angle added to them. And
That's crazy.
This whole area was a jungle forest, and he hired Time Architect's tree removal service to remove the jungle.
Wow.
But all of his armor stand work is just, it really brings this village to life. And
It really
can,
does.
you can definitely see where he's going with it, and just when this whole place is done, this is going to be such a cool little village here.
This is
just-
crazy. So wait, whose base is this
This
again?
is Megateca. It is looking really cool. I believe the yellow black line is the area of the town.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to be the guide on where the trees need to be removed from to make it. That is Megateca's base where it stands today. A lot of work still to go, but it is so cool.
It looks gorgeous. Just a little bit that they have done so far.
We will actually be going to my base next.
All right. The man's oh my gosh. Holy cow. Whoa.
And I have been slow on the buildings, but I've been doing a lot of terraforming of the valley.
Holy cow.
So I believe the floor itself has
Whoa.
somewhere in the ballpark of 50,000 blocks placed. And I've probably got another
my
20 or 30,000 into the sides of the hillsides for the actual gradation going into the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And then
This is insane.
the waterfall and river is all
Uh-huh.
completely custom made. That was
Wow.
not an actual river there before. This is all made on. I still need to add a river on the backside, but I have not had a chance to do that yet. I felt like I needed something for day one, and I thought that this would be an easy project, and it was not.
It's a lot of deep slate.
It was. So if we go to our 3 buildings,
It looks great though.
so this is our world-renowned super smelter. You'll be impressed.
Hey, it works, right?
It does the job.
There you go. That's all that's required.
And I guess I put up some maps to kind of get a feel for how the area has been progressing.
Wow.
I don't have a map from before I started doing the terraforming. I kind of wish I would have thought to do that.
Yeah, that's all right. It happens. But at least you got. Yeah, this is after the waterfall was added.
Oh yes. And then one thing in particular, I don't have anything in this angled building yet besides just storage.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go over to this building, this is my storage barn. And one thing I would like to do while I have you on the server,
Okay.
this is where I had my 500 subscriber special.
Whoa.
And in each of these chests, there's a total of 500 diamonds.
Wow.
So what I'm going to say here is anyone that comments on Zame's World Tour video of ZetaCraft, I will rename a diamond after the person into this room here. So you'll be forever
Wow.
immortalized in the 500 sub special. And when we do the world download, you can go in and check out your own diamond.
Wow. This is cool.
I mean, you could. It's Zame012.
Yep. That is it.
Excellent. You are now in the center of that chest.
Nice.
Part of the world forever.
I'll have to come back for the world download and find it again.
Yeah, this is my storage barn.
Wow.
And then the last part of my area is a farm that you may recognize.
Oh yeah, there. I saw the top of it. There it is,
This
in
is
a
a-
dripstone cave.
In a
big
dripstone cave, this is the Cribulus Warped and Crimson Stem farm. This is Rusty Mojo's and EVIO's base.
Rusty Mojo and EVIO. All right.
So we have to fly over a little bit. And they are kind of like redstoners. They've got a bunch of little farms here. And then what I understand that they're doing here is some sort of steampunk. Have you ever seen the movie Mortal Engines?
No,
the
but
trailer
I've
for
I've
it?
seen I've seen the trailer.
So that is what I've been told that their base design is here. You can kind of see they're starting to lay the tracks
Yeah, the tracks are getting in
for
place.
it. And obviously it's very much a work in progress, but that's the theme that they're going for here.
Yeah, I like the track part of the track that's been looks like at least mostly complete.
Built so far.
Yeah.
You can definitely see where they're going with it. It just needs a little bit more time. And
Yeah.
I think if we hug this right wall and go to the first tunnel here, this is Aziz the Great's base.
Aziz the Great. All right.
So he has a very epic, I think, a max height nether portal.
Yeah.
And then some kind of like go green little biospheres throughout the area, which are kind of cool to see. There's a little terrace here, another, I believe this was his villager trading hall down here that you wouldn't necessarily know it is right away.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Sorry to move all the villagers into this area. And somewhere underground he's got some sort of rail system set up to move them in here from whatever spawn place. I think that is it. He's got the villager conversion
Oh yeah.
thing with the zombie and a track from bringing them from wherever his spawner place is, probably a couple hundred blocks away if I recall.
Right.
There wasn't a village nearby. Very quaint, but
Yeah.
it's still very cool. I think there was one other thing. Was it over this hill? Oh, he had a little enchanting room built in the cave here.
Oh yeah. Like it.
And we have this first portal here is kids. KIDD kids tunnel cave.
Ooh.
So he's been decorating a
Whoa.
lush cave tunnel
Holy
here.
cow.
And Kid is just, I love the inside of this building right here. The level
building?
of detail throughout this little building is just unbelievable. Like you just
Wow.
tell every block is put with purpose, and like everything just has so much detail jam-packed into every little corner.
Mm-hmm. Every room has
Very
details out
specific,
the wazoo.
detailed purpose. Bunch of just little buildings, and if I recall, this is where he has a mine area set up for future expansion. And what was it
Wow.
over here? Oh, he's got his little stables over here for his just animals in general, sheep and
Oh yeah.
cows. Love
There's so
the
much
level
in
of
here.
detail all throughout. Like every corner is just a very important detail.
This
Also
place is
love his
gorgeous.
little lanterns hanging from the ceiling. Just it's like one of those like random little minor details that just really looks good.
I got a place that's signed somewhere in here. There we go. Perfect.
Excellent.
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna do a little quick flyby with my free cam.
Oh, absolutely. There's
Wow.
plenty to take in here.
Well, I agree with you. That building looks gorgeous.
I love that building. Like every time I come here, it's like that building's so cool.
The stable's gorgeous.
And the hallways in the Nether here are the design of Mineless, whose base we are now going to go visit right now.
All right.
So he's the one that came up with the design for the walls in our Nether. This is new. Was not here the last time I was here.
Wow.
So Mindless is an elf and going for an elven style
Okay.
build. One of those snow elves, I believe. He's
Yeah.
the way he described it.
Wow.
This is really cool. I'm actually seeing this for the first time as well, so that's awesome.
It's very beautiful.
And this building here is his storage, automatic storage sorter.
Ah, nice.
That I imagine that he has an input set up somewhere, but
Probably.
I don't know where.
Oh yeah.
And then I believe this is his villager trading hall, where he was getting a lot of
Ooh.
masonry trades.
Yep.
But this is Diosil's base. And
Okay.
Diosil is working in a lush cave as well. But his starter base is in like this fjord looking area. And whenever I come over here, I get the feeling that this looks like one of those ruins from Skyrim. Just kind of like one of those like winter random ruins.
Is that a pile of ancient debris?
It is. And that was when Deosil's 200 subscriber special. He went and mined 200 ancient debris and put it on display here. So that is how he celebrated his 200 subscribers. We'll actually see the entrance to Deosil's main base, which is an underground cave. And he's been doing a lot of terraforming here, adding some cross beams, kind of give like a mine shaft look. And I love like the use of like just the water in the wall to kind of make these little streams going across here.
Yeah.
And then this is just a large, lush cave.
Wow.
That he is slowly taking over for himself to be his base underneath, with just loads of detail everywhere. I think that's Rupert. I think is his name. He's got a skeleton spawner here, and it spawned with like full diamond armor, so he decided he had to keep it.
That's natural?
That's natural spawn.
Whoa.
Right. So he felt the need to keep it.
Yeah, at that point, you don't kill it for the XP. You take it and keep it.
And this is where he's going to have future expansion of his cave. He just hasn't done that yet. But you can definitely see the level of detail he's putting into every block. This is the same person that did the beacon shop and the coral shop. Very,
very gorgeous base. I can't wait to see what details Mineless comes up with next.
This is Cable and Eisneroth's industrial district, so you might get a kick out of this area. There it is.
And it's raining.
Of course it's raining.
It literally just started.
So you can see that they've got this place jam-packed with all sorts of different farms. In the ocean here, they've got their mob farm. And even farther away, they have the shulker box farm. If there's a farm that exists, I believe they have it here. They've got the raid farm up in the sky over there.
Oh my goodness.
And this is where they supply all the books for the server. So yeah, this is the same style build as the bargain box in the shopping district made by Cable and Ice. Beautiful. I like that it's also a birch sign.
Yeah, it actually works.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Nothing to see here. No big deal.
Definitely did not add a sign.
And this is Shadow Ginger's valley.
Shadow Ginger, all right.
And Shadow Ginger has a very lush looking valley that she has made here.
Wow.
Just another one of those builds that just has every block you can tell was placed with purpose, with details. Little mine shaft going down.
What the heck are these?
That is Shadow Ginger's head.
Whoa.
Isn't it wonderful? It is a beautiful block.
Wow.
I have one of those in my ender chest because it's just beautiful.
It really is.
All right, that's not what I expected to be in here when I walked in.
You can't touch me, Jeffrold.
What if I broke the boat?
Yeah, well, at least I have armor, so I'd be okay.
The basement, the sign says, and this is just like every single block has a detail. It's small, but just jam-packed with details everywhere, and I love the level of detail every single block has. And she's got like these little like zones, almost like this is the little workshop area, the little horse stall.
Wow. And oh, I thought that was blue. Wait, is this blue or is that white?
I don't think that is. I think it's white.
Okay.
I think the blue is more blue.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a darker blue.
This
looks like
might
a kitchen.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of kitchen here.
Oh, I like
the use of the banner on the chairs. Look at that.
I also like the
drip leaf table.
Yeah.
That is clever. Or the spawn portal. This first one, as you go straight ahead, is Hypnojo's Cave.
All right.
It's gonna be a bunch of villagers when you first walk in.
Yep.
If we just kind of go off to the right here, that's his little villager spot. And this
like it.
This cave was at about this floor height about a week ago. So he is dug out underneath here and started adding these tall chain things to kind of make this very grandiose build underneath here. And then he has actually commissioned me to build a statue similar to the Guardian of the Valley in this lake right here.
Oh.
So I need to start working on that with him here probably in the next week or so. But you can definitely tell the amount of digging that Hypnojo has done here to really open this place up and give it this grand scale to it. It is like, it's still in the early stages of work, but it is a beautiful cave.
There may not be as many details as like
Shadow Gingers.
Yeah, thank you. I knew it was Shadow something. As Shadow Ginger, but you can tell all of the digging that was required just to get to the point that they're at.
And then Hypnojo also has a Guardian farm on the server, so he had to do that little minor small project.
Similar.
Guess who made the shopping district portal? But this is Maya Quest.
Okay.
And Maya Quest is insane.
Whoa.
This is just a massive... I believe he said that he was also going for an elven theme, but hadn't really sketched anything out. Everything was kind of spur of the moment, making things up as he goes.
Do people exist like that? This
I
boat
do.
is incredible.
So, Time Architect and Maya Quest have a series together called Handcrafted, where they have made a zoo together, where they're trying to get together all of the animals of Minecraft. And I believe that he had a very similar boat design from that world that he then used as a guide for building this one. But even still, he's now built this boat twice.
Yeah.
That is, if you come into the hold underneath, you can just see the level of details that he's put through. I particularly love the cannons that he made for the server. Like, just
who
thinks of that? A little candle for a fuse. It is a beautiful, tiny little detail that just pays off. Yes, the treasure hold.
Yep, the treasure room.
And in the back up here, I believe we actually have Maya himself as the captain of the ship, looking at his maps.
Oh, that's cool.
Using an actual treasure map.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So Maya, is the other of our armor stand experts. This dome, and this is going to be some sort of elven palace, is my understanding.
Wow.
With this crescent moon grand table here. It is just such a cool, detail-packed build. I love his little use of the end rods for the light sources throughout.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Line up against the back of the... Yep, that's subtle.
There we go.
We got there in the end. Our powers combined. So over here he has his iron farm in the sky.
Floating iron farm.
Little floating iron farm that falls into a lava pit of death. And then he spawn-proofed this whole island by using wheat because he's got a triple wheat farm with the villagers in there.
Wow.
And his custom... Oh, I've missed the most impressive part. If we go into this bay here and look at the ground itself, all along the walls and underneath the water here is custom placed deep slate, where he has actually terraformed underwater every block.
Holy cow.
And made a custom geode under here.
Whoa.
I love flying around with rockets underwater.
There are a lot of... Hey, I tried it.
And it should be pointed out that Maya did not have internet basically for the month of January.
Really?
So he has had a month less on the server than the rest of us to do all of this. So this is
like crazy.
This whole base was done in basically a month and a half.
Wow.
And Clinton is building... Well, he's got his underground cave of contraptions, basically.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Where this is another person that's got basically miniaturized versions of all the farms on the server, all in this massive cave.
Wow, holy cow. This just goes back.
Oh yeah. And then it's got like a villager trading farm all the way to the one side. And it's another one of those, like every one of those standard farms you see in Minecraft, he's got a version of it in this cave. He has started work on his main base up here.
Whoa.
It is a very cool build. Not exactly sure the best way to describe it. Is it like City Hall kind of look or something like that?
Yeah, it's oh gosh, what would be the correct term? Like it's I guess it's like
I
a
don't know
town
the
hall.
term, but it's very pretty.
Yeah.
Inside is still obviously a work in progress,
Right.
but you can definitely see where he's going with it. Where is it? Over here, since he sells everything green, he has the slime farm. That is quite an
look at
impressive dig out underneath. So that's what a 1.18 slime farm looks like.
Oh, this is a double chunk slime farm.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And it goes all the way down.
Perfect.
That's great.
He'll never know it was me.
This is going to be Time Architect's gold farm and base. So if you look straight up is his gold farm, and the base is through the portal.
Yes, this one. I think, yeah, I built
Is it?
one of these in our season 1.
And then we're about to go into the portal to your base if you want to join along for that.
Yeah, sure. I'd say you're
There
saving
he
the
is.
best for last, but you were just in the shopping district, so
We kind of did the best first, to be fair.
yeah.
The shopping district.
It's all
is
about that
gorgeous.
click-through rate.
Take it away, Time. This is your base.
So I guess if we were to head down, this is my makeshift industrial area
Hey,
based off of every single one of these tutorials.
if the farm
You see?
works, it works. Doesn't matter how you did
Exactly. And then down inside this hole is a tree farm by Dusty Dude.
it. Okay.
Which Time and I managed to break in spectacular fashion.
Yes.
It was going one day when he first set it up, and then he put a message in, "I don't know how to turn it off."
Oh, jeez.
So we came over and we just started breaking blocks, and as we broke blocks, it just went faster and faster, duping TNT more and more. And we somehow blew it all up.
I'm assuming you broke one of these hoppers.
At one point, yeah, we broke the hopper.
Yep. And then this thing probably just went haywire and started going flipping back and forth.
Yep.
Yep. That's what happened.
We were very confused.
That is hilarious.
But then we can just head on up the ladder, and then you will come out on the main floor of my temple.
Wow.
And this was built on episode 1.
Episode 1, you got all this calcite and stuff?
Episode 1, yep.
Wow.
It was a
Holy cow.
beautiful build. And it's raining on the server.
It's always raining on the server.
I wasn't kidding when I said our server is cursed with rain.
Yeah, you were not. Our autocraft is not this bad.
The plan for this island is you'll notice that the terraforming is actually 2 different colors. On the right side here, we have it mostly deep slate as far as how the cliffs are built.
Right.
But on the other side, you'll see that it's mostly stone.
Yes.
So my plan is that I'm going to divide the island in half, with the temple bringing it all together with 2 different style of trees to make it look like it's 2 different seasons on either side of the island.
Ooh. Well, I am, for one, excited to see how that turns out. Definitely
Not a
can't wait to see
problem.
how it turns out.
So that is a tour of ZetaCraft. I do hope you enjoyed your time here.
I did. Everything was, especially the shopping district, but everything, even the bases and all that, everything looks so gorgeous.
A lot of things to see. A lot of things still very much a work in progress.
Oh, yeah, especially for only being what we
two
said
and a half, 3 months.
Yeah,
Like,
2 to 3
we have
months,
not
yeah.
been around long.
No, you have not, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm excited to see what all the Zetas do with their bases, or
Yeah, we're starting to get to that point where the Zetas have actually started working on their bases instead of the shopping districts. So you're starting to expand out. And you kind of really get that feel where you can tell everyone's now got enough materials they can actually start working on whatever it is they want to work on.
Right, or they can come to the shopping district to buy whatever they need.
Oh, absolutely. So I can't wait to see what happens next on ZetaCraft. I think it's been awesome to be a part of, and I'm very happy I had a chance to be able to share it with you.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad we were able to do this combo world tour as guests on each
absolutely.
other's.
I know I want to see what happens next on Autocraft, and I'm sure you'd like to see what happens next on Zeta.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be watching videos of at least a couple people, maybe not everyone, because that's just a lot of videos, but at least a couple people.
There are some really cool builds on this.
Right. I have a couple people who I would like to, continue to watch, see what they do, but I won't say names because I want the viewers to decide for themselves
Absolutely.
who they might want to go check out and possibly even subscribe to.
So if you want to check out all the members of the ZetaCraft server, be sure to check the description of Zame's video down below for this world tour.
Yep.
And if you want to check out all the members of the Autocraft, check the description of my video down below for the world tour of the Autocraft server.
Yes.
Where there are a lot of great builds from both servers that you absolutely should check out.
Yes, I agreed. Both servers have very talented builders and designers, and I think everyone should check them out, see how it goes.
Completely agree, and it has been an absolute blast being able to spend these 2 days together.
Yes, these past 2 days, couple of hours, just chilling, talking with each other, talking to a couple members from each server has been a ton of fun.
Absolutely. Look forward to doing it again.
Yes. So I will maybe come back towards the end of the season and see what has been built up around here. And just like that, part 2 of the ZetaCraft World Tour is complete. Now, this is the final part, so there won't be any more, but I really hope everyone who stayed to the end of both videos enjoyed what they saw and chose at least a couple members of ZetaCraft to at least go check out. Maybe not subscribe fully, but at least check out to see what they're up to, or got maybe inspired to build something that you saw that you liked on ZetaCraft. Who knows? But anyone you saw on the video is in the description below, linked to their YouTube channels. So make sure to check some people out, if not all of them. I hope everyone stays happy, stays healthy, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.